That was a nicey little break. Got a big old glass of iced tea, because Lord knows with how much dialogue there has been so far, I'm gonna need it. Greaser Guild, Arms and Guards. Whoa, find the shiny rock. I'd like someone to find my shiny rock. Alright. And this Milchmane Road monster. A ferocious monster known as a pine plant has been spotted roving the Milchmane Road. Okay. Wait, what? Client Charles. Okay. Let's see if I can find this Charles. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm sorry, I don't really care. I'm looking for a Charles. Oh, good morning, Stone Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came here to find out about the jobs he left for us. Fair. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. The first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Pazell. She was one of our classmates at some... Sunday school. She's also the Purcell farm owner's daughter. Oh really? It's actually the Purcell farm that put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody has been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild received an extermination request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. Guild referral. This document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tio's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary, but we'll take it just in case. Still no idea who this Charles guy is. Oh no, man. Who the fuck says, oh, I'm gonna just speak with me directly, but then doesn't even include any information about where to find you, huh? No. That opens that up. Ah. Come on, Charles. You gotta make this easier on me. Like, I have to assume Charles is a kid. Okay, girl in uniform. Not in here. Damn, Mayor's got a nice-ass house. Cigaro. A Adele. Father Divine. I'm sure I'm missing out on some very, very important dialogue by just skipping all over the extra text, but you know, it's an RPG, none of it really matters. Charles, you're really not making this too easy on me, you know that? They... Charles? Charles! This is really weird, we could have gone. Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around here anywhere, did you? Huh? A shiny rock? Yeah, that's right, one that sparkles. You didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? Are you saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. Do you know where you might have dropped it? My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the general goods store where she was. I know I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone. When you say general goods store, you mean Mr. Renon's store, right? Did you look in front of his store? Obviously, that's the first place I looked. You don't need to treat me like a kid, you know? Well, you are a kid. My, aren't you a charmer? Well, I already asked the Bracer Guild to help it, so I'm sure it'll show up sooner or later. If you do happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. I'll probably be around. So, I gained absolutely nothing by talking to you directly. Here, let's actually talk to you. Alright. Renon's a hard worker and a good son, but as a parent I'd like him to take a wife and set my mind at ease. Whoa, yeah, marry him off. Because God forbid, your son can't be happy if he's committed to his job. Making you proud and all that shit, you know? Where haven't you looked, indeed? I halfway, want to know if it's just ends up being in his hands, because I think that'd be pretty funny. And I feel, very accurate. Exclamation point? Huh? What's the matter? I wonder what that is. There's something shining down there through the sewer gate. Ah! You know, don't tell me you forgot about sewers. You know, that smelly monster-infested place we were in not that long ago? Oh, right. Those sewers. We went there during our practical training, right? The entrance to the sewers should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down there, then how about we check it out a little later? Sure, let's do that. How about we just do that now because, you know, side quest. Let's get that shiny rock! I didn't even notice that rat there, that kind of spooked me. I appreciate Estelle because I, too, forget everything, and I appreciate her giving the game a reason to explain everything 15 times over. You know, that's fair. Wait, hold on. Why am I bothering with art? They have 8 HP. I don't care if they're hard to hit. If I hit them once, they're gone. Shiny Rock! Damn, Joshua's really bad at hitting these moss. Woo! I see now. The thing we saw shining through the sewer gates was this. Seems like it. Force fragment, huh? Now we know why it was shining so much. The way it sparkles is so beautiful. This is made of septium too, right? Loosely speaking, yes. But let's talk about it later. This isn't really the place to have a leisurely chat. I guess you're right. No normal person would want to stay here any longer than they had to. Yeah, I'll get out of here once I kill these rats. I'm really digging, the battle music, at least. Hey, Joshua finally hit.
That's that then.
Hey kid, found your shiny rock. Hey, is that rock? Could it be that? This is the rock I've been looking for? Yep, this is the one, my shiny rock. Why is it all dirty like this? Hey, don't you have something else to say before you complain? You guys are bracers, right? I've already paid your money to the guild, therefore I think I have the right to complain. That's not the problem here. Calm down, Estelle, he's just a kid. I know that, but... This quartz is what you were looking for, right? Yeah, that's the one. This rock is really quartz? You mean the same kind of quartz that's in an ornament? Yep, it's the same kind of quartz made of Sepith. It's shipped so it doesn't function anymore. I see. So this rock belonged to an ornament. What's wrong? You seem a bit out of it. Who, me? Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you found it. I guess that's about it then. Oh, that reminds me. I almost forgot. Here, take these. Yo, meatballs! My mom gives these to me and tells me they're healthy, but they're kind of bitter, so I can't stand them. Anyway, I appreciate what you did for me today. How the hell do you make meatballs bitter? Seriously, what a cheeky little kid. I'm sure it's a difficult age for him, but I wonder why he was searching for that quartz. What do you mean? Now that you mention it, it does seem a little strange, but oh well, everyone has something they think is important. Truer words couldn't be spoken. Perhaps that kid has an interest in ornaments. I for one don't see what's so interesting about those overly complex gadgets. My brain goes numb just thinking about them. Except for the fact that you'll have to get used to them sooner or later. You won't be able to fulfill your job as a bracer if you don't use one. Alright, I'll try and learn. Woo! Side quest complete. And what I want to do now is see if there's any more slots that I can open up. Not enough for that one. And not enough for that one. Not enough for that one, and not enough for that one. Oh well. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I saw, Milch Main Road. Get some free experience in Sepis. And some beast flesh. Oh shit. Yeah, dual strike on you. I want to do a dual strike on you, because you're at full. I just noticed that I'm still getting, fuck, I didn't realize that it was still on that, and that's why we don't button mash. But hey, I got a level up out of it. I do appreciate that I'm still getting some craft points, out of... damn. Alright, this doesn't look good. Why are you so strong? Oh god, why are they so strong? I think this is the back of it? Okay, yeah. I have this incredible ability of not noticing things directly in front of me. Shit. Ooh, Beast Flesh. Oh fuck, it's chasing me down. What I... Damn, it really does not... Learn recipe for Joel meatballs. Alright, I can work with that. Jesus, that did way more than I expected it to.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Okay, precious monster known as a pine plant. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use arts on these to just get them out of the way.
We're good to go.
And I should probably use a drill meatball on Estelle. You're not the thing I'm after, so I don't really feel like bothering. Ooh, nice!
We're good to go. That's that then.
Okay, so that was a chest after all. Ah, I think I found I think I found the thing that I'm supposed to be going for. Craft, dual strike. Yep, pine plant. Wait, what? I see. Preparing to use arts. Not if I use arts first! Yoicks. Alright, Joshua, you really need to get healed. Alright, I can handle that again. But if I can get this off... Easy. Wait.
Not now.
Piece of cake.
So Joshua doesn't... Wow. Screw you too, game. That was really dickish, but alright, fine. I'm mostly just annoyed that Joshua didn't get the XP for that. Let's just report those. Hey, we're 8th class now. Good work. It seems like you completed your objectives without any trouble. And if you finish any other jobs, please come back and report again. Alright, yeah, give us a couple of those reviving bombs. You know what? Sure, give us one of those as well. And one more of these. Okay. Various shops, Septine Church, Orbital Factory, lodgings. That's what I was looking for. Rest will be 20 for the night. Yes. Alright. Reports have been made of monsters destroying crops at the Persil Farm. Heading west along the Milchman Road and going south along the Fork. Okay. I'm very... Oh, south along the Fork. Oh, Jesus. Getting hidden behind the tree spooked me. Damn, only 22 on a critical. Very weak.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I'm curious. Status. Okay. My next level up is when I'm at 360 experience. Got it. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. A lot. Jesus. Fucking hell, dude. Alright. You've gotta be shitting me. He's got like 1 HP. Ah, shit. Fucking...
Now.
Are you kidding me? Josh was dead again? Shit. Alright. Nope. We run. And... You know what? It's just going to be cheaper for me to go back to the inn and spend another 20. That was a really very unfortunate turn of events. I do find this, like, super speed, run very amusing, though. I'm very glad that this is here. Sigh, no matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. It's hard to imagine monsters running amok here. I certainly don't sense anything out of the ordinary, either. Anyway, let's go ask someone here to fill us in on the details. I wonder if Tio is home today. It's Joshua! Did you come to play with me? I wish I had time, but I'm afraid I'm here today to work. Work? That's no fun if we can't play. Maybe later if there's time. The kids here really like you, Joshua. Oh, Joshua, Estelle. Hi, Cher. How have you been? Do you know where your mom and dad are? They're not home right now. Tio's outside if you want to talk to her, though. Is this... Okay... Hi, Tio. It's been a while, hasn't it? Estelle and Joshua, too? Did you guys come for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on Bracer business. We heard that you've been having some trouble with monsters. Estelle and Joshua explained that they're here to do their father's work because he is away. You finished all your training? That's wonderful news. Maybe you can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Regrettably, that's been the case the past several days now. Thanks to which I'm suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means the monsters only come out at night. You're very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got all the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables anytime now. This place is very tranquil. I am enjoying it. Ah, okay, they're home. They're in the house. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Purcell. How's everyone getting on these days? Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. What brings you to our neck of the woods? Did you come to see Tio? We were actually just chatting with her outside. Tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Stella hands Mr. Pizzelle the guild referral, and Joshua explains that they are taking over for their father while he is away. Is that so? But don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? I agree. I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it, we're bracers after all. Taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has even authorized us to carry out this task. If you wouldn't mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Well, alright then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Pizzelle. And could you tell us a little more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet, but they seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I can tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, gnawing on anything they can get their grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly, but they're extremely nimble. We've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. Sounds like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me. Since they only appear under the cover of night, we'll have to wait for it to get dark. And how about taking a load off until then? I assume you'll also be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word! You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Pizzelle. I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that'll live up to your expectations. Am I winning some? This is indeed my first time playing any Trails game, yeah. A friend gifted this to me a little while back, and to basically get me, to sort of force me into the series in all honesty, and so, here I am, now finally getting to it. Ah, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's because she gets excited to cook whenever we have guests over for meals. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far. I think especially the music has been, it's been hidden different. It's by no means my first Falcom game, but yeah, I'm a lot more used to their newer games like Tokyo Xanadu. So going back to 2004 era Falcom is very interesting. I feel really bad for Joshua, though. Oh, I'm a huge fan of JRPGs. I mean, gosh. First thing that's coming to mind right now is, like, the Persona games, just because of, another friend of mine who's very into them and has been playing a lot of, SMT, as of late. I absolutely love the Xeno games. Most notably Xenogears and Xenoblade Chronicles, mostly because I haven't actually gotten the chance to play Xenosaga. Yeah, I've played 3, 4 vanilla and 5 vanilla. Out of the ones that I played, like, Persona 4 is probably my favorite, just because I fell so in love with all the characters in that. I'm a huge Dragon Quest guy, as well, which has been kind of the reason that it's taken me as long as I have to get into, the Final Fantasy series, because it always ends up being one or the other. Five Royal makes Persona 5 feel legitimately perfect. The new semester adds so much to the game. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed Persona 5, but I felt like there was a lot that was lacking, especially compared to 3 and 4. So, yeah, I might need to give 5 Royal a shot then. Yeah, I feel like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest at this point are kind of like, you can always tell like the boomer JRPG fans by if they're into either of those. I feel really bad for Joshua though, with the little ones jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that the children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous, and maybe even a tad reserved, but you get to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it too gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it, with those striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural that he'd be a target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it that more than just a few girls fast to go out with him. I hear that he turned them all down, though. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know how I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If you were a boy, I imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. All I know is that little mascot thing with the irritating voice. I'm trying to think of which one, which thing you'd be referring to. The Xeno games are all incredible, in all honesty. I can't praise them enough. I think particularly Xenoblade Chronicles 1, that game from start to finish had me so hooked. Ricky the Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like Ricky's kind of a divisive character, in all honesty. I personally absolutely love him, but I know a lot of people really don't. But I've 100% that game multiple times. And Ricky's also only in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I should probably add. There's Nopon in, like, the other games as well, but, well, only the Xenoblade games. They're not in, like, Xenogears or Xenosaga, but... If you're a boy, I imagine it would be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. The fact that you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? I feel like going through the game as many times as I have, oh yeah, I've also seen a lot of spicy art of the redhead and blonde from 2, if that counts. I mean, yeah, it's very clear that the character designer for Xenoblade 2 had previously worked on hentai. Not that I'm complaining, their designs are mwah. Estelle, you're in there, aren't you? It's about time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. I'll be back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tio. I'd like to continue this conversation then, okay? Alright, be careful out there, Estelle. I mean, that's at least what I've heard a lot of. I've never actually bothered to, like, double check if that's true, but I remember, like, when the original designs, for Pyra came out, that became, like, such a huge meme. Adding Xenoblade 2 to my Amazon cart now. I will say, Xenoblade 2 is an amazing game, but I feel like it's always worth adding the caveat to that game in particular of the beginning is a little slow, but after you get through the first couple hours, it picks up a lot and it gets way more interesting. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, he really has his work cut out for him. Seems as though the monsters always show up at about this time. We better get outside and take a look around. Grr. What's going on, Estelle? Sounds like you're to Skywing Trails, except the opening here is even slow. Yeah, I mean, I'm now, 3 hours into this, and we are still in the prologue. I've gotta ask, Joshua, you don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now, where are you coming up with this stuff? Since you came to live with us, we've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is, I've come to think of you as family in every sense of the word. It takes time to build up the characters and world, and then it pays off in dividends. Yeah, I think that describes how does the Wii U Xenoblade fit into the series? Uh it doesn't. I I haven't actually gotten the chance to play through a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles X, but from what from what I've been told, by people who have gone through much more of it than I have, apparently the only connections it has with the other games in the series is mostly cameos. Estelle. So if there's ever anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot. What are you trying to say? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out there so we can kick some monster butt. I definitely noticed that Falcom games in general tend to be a little bit slower. What kind of nonsense is Tio putting into that girl's head? Secrets, huh? I'll be surprised if it doesn't migrate over to Switch. I mean, there's been rumors for a while now that, that they're planning on bringing it over to Switch. I for one would also be pretty surprised if it doesn't end up becoming a thing pretty soon, especially now after this announcement of Xenoblade 3. By the way, can we all mutually agree that the collector's edition of Xenoblade 3 being exclusive to the Nintendo Online Store is the dumbest thing that they could have possibly done? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So Joshua, how do you think we should go about making the rounds? There's more Switch hardware sales now than Wii U software. God, is that true? Jesus. Let's see. How about we start by checking around the house first and then move on to the field, stable, and greenhouses. We should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. Alright, let's go. I should have figured monsters wouldn't bother coming in here. The glow of the ornaments sure give this place a romantic ambience. Makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. You are definitely a dentist, though. In its entire lifespan, the Wii U managed to move over 103 million units of software. Just let that sink in. From launch day to death, the Wii U moved roughly 103 million game units. The Switch, in terms of hardware sales, has surpassed that figure with 107 million. What the fuck? That's nutty. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. Dude, how is that even possible? Jesus. It's awfully quiet. All I hear are the bugs chirping. It doesn't look as if they've shown up yet. I wonder if they're aware of our presence. Hey Joshua, did anyone ever tell you that story as a kid? You know, the one about babies being born in a Cabbage Patch? Oh no, not Cabbage Patch Kids. Yeah, Estelle is fucking amazing. I love her. Already a top tier waifu. Now there's another question entirely out of the blue. And no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them. Interesting. So the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region, huh? But we get back to work. Okay. Vroom. I love Rize from Persona 4 too, so you can, so see if you can spot any similarities in design. And our monster's here. Alright, let's keep moving. I mean, yeah, Twin Tails are iconic. Look. Chubby cat. Meow. It's getting away. Hey, get back here, you little furball. I can still sense its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment. Well, good, because it's about to get caught. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, Twin Tails are iconic. Name me, like... I'm recognizing so many of the top tier waifus in gaming and anime have twin tails. I got him. I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down. I mean, they mentioned that there was... I had to follow after you spit that much truth. Oh god, I need to... God, I'm so bad with names. Cause, I mean, there's... Waifu tier, let's go. Fuck. I'm trying to remember her name. The one girl from, Go, go, go. Yeah, cause there's... Cause... You've got the Rin faces from, like, Fate and Fate Grand Order for, like, Rin and Ishtar, and, I have, Escagail, I don't really remember how to pronounce her name, I believe... Oh, gosh. Rin's thighs are... Ain't that the motherfucking truth? Crop Muncher is playing dead. Yeah, I'm going to pummel the living shit out of you. Clearly you're cultured. Oh yeah, dude. I've been in the anime scene long enough to know my shit, you know. What I am wondering about is why it kind of just deactivated my art. One of my favorite anime characters is Setsuna from White Album 2, who has brown hair twin tails. Coincidence? I think not. Oh god, I should really focus on a heal. You still gotta do your waifu tier list now. So, I mean, I think the very obvious top tier for me, it has to naturally be Melia Antiqua from Xenoblade Chronicles. I mean, she is my profile picture here on Twitch. And then you've then got 2B from Nier Automata. I'm admittedly quite a big fan of Sterno from Toho. Oh gosh, Akane from SSSS Gridman is also just such an incredibly written character. I know someone ain't mentioning Toho in here. Dude, I can't help it, man. Toho, I love me some good bullet hells.
We're good to go.
Yeah, I said so now. Meow. Mew. My goodness, the work of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these critters. Tee-hee, it was nothing really. Oh, dude. Toho, you're a bit. I see you're a fellow person of culture. You got that quality taste. I wanted to ask you though, now that they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Maybe given these creatures a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Toho, Trails, and Love Live are my main 3 weak branches. Nico, that's another good twin tail waifu. Now that we've given these creatures a good thrashing, I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Estelle, how's that going to benefit anyone if we show these creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? But in any case, we're here to do a job in Dad's place. If the same thing happens again, what will you have to say for yourself? I see what you're getting at, but... You know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so what do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, after taking a beating like that, I'm sure they've learned their lesson. Tio, Mrs. Frizzell. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of those creatures living around us as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua, but would you mind sparing these critters just this once? Understood. Since this is coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object. I won't object to your request. Speaking a little too fast there for my tongue to keep up. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I know I had you two come all the way up here. I'll make sure to reinforce the fence and devise a way to prevent this from happening again. Then that's that. Alright, you critters, you'd better count your blessings. If we catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram! Yeah. Well, I'll consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. I appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. It's really late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua, what's wrong? I'm sorry, I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Are you talking about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. No, it wasn't. I'm just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. Unlike you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like this that I really began to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Haha, maybe some part of me, my heart is broken or something. Joshua! Don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years. Joshua's in his MCR face. You know what, man? We've all been there. We've all been there. Can't even name a favorite Toho character because I like too many. Byakuran, Alice, Patchy, Aya, Hatate, Remy, and Flan. Sakia. Ooh, Sakia's good. Mei-Ling, Shirno, Yuko, the list goes on. Oh gosh. Yeah. Toho has so many, Toho's just got, like, the infinite, amount of waifus. I'm also really big on, Sene. And I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Frog Girl goes hard. She just gives, like, the energy of, like, a really sweet classmate. Probably even more than you, yourself. I won't allow you to just disregard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear you say you're broken again. I'm sorry, it was foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, that's what really matters. But you know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? The real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, you just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. That's a little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You learned to trust in someone other than yourself, and for that, I'm happy. Love Live is creeping up on Touhou levels of characters. They've got like 50 major characters now. Yeah, it's... God, it's... fucking weird. Because I'm admittedly only super familiar with, original Love Live and Sunshine. Which is why I shall now go ahead and say, Ruby is Rubestest. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you can just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. I've got a whole lot more where that came from. But how about we call it a night? After all this endless running around, I'm ready to drop. Alright then, have a good night, Estelle. And thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. I'm telling you, Twin Tails are iconic. Thank you both, you did us all great service. Once again, I apologize for things not turning out the way they should have. Please don't worry about it anymore, we were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. Ruby and Rika are my favorites from Sunshine. Yeah, I would honestly probably agree, yeah. If there's anything else we can help you with in the future, please let the Bracer Guild know. It'll definitely be the first place we contact. I feel like Yohane is, probably, like, third for me in terms of Sunshine. What about, SIP, your favorites? Oh... Is, gosh, yeah, because in all honesty, Yoshiko is where our opinions differ. Yoshiko is one of those ones where I feel like it's very split 50-50 on, like, whether or not people find her funny or find her annoying. I happen to fall into the camp that finds her funny. I'm not gonna lie, School Out, like, original, I feel like Muse is definitely where, I feel like that's definitely where my opinions seem to differ greatly from a lot of people, mostly because I unfortunately kind of, like... I mean, I don't... I just found basically all of, I found, like, half of Muse to be kind of just mid. So, I really went into, School Idol Project kind of expecting to just hate Nico right off the bat, and... like, because of all the memes. And then by the end of season 1, she was already my favorite character in School Idol Project, and she just kind of stayed that way. Gosh, I think, like, Yoshiko's consistently been on the bottom spot of my list of level of characters in the game. She never turns off the Chuny shtick. Yeah, that's fair. I'd probably say, honestly, the most memorable characters in SIP for me have to be Nico and Tomato herself. I mean, really, that's fair. I like Kotori, Nozomi, and Nico a lot, though. Pana's cute, too, even if there's not much to her. Yeah, I think that pretty much kind of sums it up. Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for the night again. When things are convenient for you, I'll treat you to some of my best cooking next time you come. Thanks for the invitation, Tio and Mrs. Brazil. We'll definitely be back to take you up on that when our workload settles down. Alright, how about we head back to the guild? After we report this one, we can start on the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. Whoosh. Niji's Kasaki has the strongest character writing in the series if you ever want to watch it or read the stories on YouTube. You know, I know somebody else who's much more into Love Live than I am, and they were kind of telling me very similar. Good morning, how did the job at the farm go? We hit a few bumps in the road, but let me give you a brief report of the details. Joshua gives Aina a rundown of last night's events at the farm. Okay. Current rank is Junior Bracer, 8th class. I see, so you end up setting the monsters free because the Brazil family requested you to do so. I think it was premature on their part, but I won't pursue the matter any further. Is it okay to leave things at that? The mission of a Bracer is to protect civilians and uphold justice. However, there are many ways we can protect those around us, and there are many forms of justice as there are stars in the heavens. As a Bracer, it is your job to be able to discern these things. Indeed, our work has very profound implications if you think about it in that way. That's because we are an organization that deals strictly with monster problems. We also intervene when disputes arise between nations. I need to commission Ruby and Estelle during the Gunbury pose. Dude, that'd be pretty fucking funny, not gonna lie. To become a high-ranking Bracer, one must have more than combat strengths. A well-honed mind and flexible problem-solving skills are also required. Sharp mind and problem-solving ability, huh? Seriously, the road to the big league sounds a lot steeper than I originally thought. Haha, well then, your only choice is to devote yourself to working hard every day. Since you're both here, why don't I give you the details of your next job? Those are words I've been waiting to hear. I'm ready for anything, so what have you got lined up for us this time? Another monster that needs a good whipping? Not this time. This next job will entail the transportation of goods. And get this, your client is none other than Mayor Klaus himself. Really? A request from the mayor? Do you think it'll be alright leaving such an important task up to us? From what I've heard, it's a pretty simple job. In any case, I'd like you to speak with the mayor directly about the job details. Okay. Beverage drink. Top anime, go. So, I'm really into mecha. Which is going to define a lot of my choices here. I really love Fooly Cooly. I really love Gurren Lagann. I'm of course naturally really into Gundam. SSS Gridman, I think, is incredible in terms of character writing and being able to and showing basically Tokusatsu in the outside of live action. And also for reviving the Gridman name. Do you think the mayor's even in today? Being as busy as he is, I'm sure there's a pretty good chance that he's out. Well, bless my soul if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Hi, Mayor Klaus. Hope we're not disturbing you, sir, but we've come on behalf of the Bracer Guild about a job requested. Yes, I heard from the guild that the two of you would be coming. So you're taking over your father's work while he's away, are you? Well, we're trying to, at least. I'm very sorry about my dad, reneging on his promise like that. Only mecha I've ever really gotten to was Eva, Premier, and Gurren Lagann. Oh, gosh, yeah, I love Ava and Primera a lot too. I've actually got a Leo Fotia keychain. I'm very sorry about my dad reneging on his promise like this. There's no need for apologies. Knowing your father, it's typical for him to be swamped with work like this. Anyway, with Lita and my wife out and about, I'd like to move this conversation somewhere else. Why don't we head upstairs to my study and go over the details? Primera is easily one of the most, like, visually gorgeous films I've ever seen. In truth, I don't think you'll find this request particularly difficult, and it's for that reason I think that asking the guild to do this job may have been a bit presumptuous. Fortunately, I'm unable to get away from my work and I had to break down and ask the guild for help. We were informed that this job involves the transport of a certain something, but what is it exactly that you would like us to carry and where? I would like you to pick up a septium crystal from the Malga mine and deliver it here. When you say septium, do you mean like Sepis that we often come across? Accurately speaking, Sepis is fragmented septium, which is too small to be used as precious stones. Therefore, this Sepis is refined and processed into quartz, which can be instilled into ornaments. Yeah, that movie is pure crystallized type, indeed. It's one of few things, like, it's one of few anime that I have bought on Blu-ray specifically for the purpose of I wanted the highest possible quality when rewatching. Therefore, the Sepis is refined and processed in quartz, which can be installed into ornaments. That's a difference, huh? I think I've got a better grasp on things now. We've actually been able to obtain a certain kind of septium called Ismelis from Malga Mine since the olden days. However, since a large piece of this crystal was recently discovered, I've asked the mine chief to hold onto it until someone could pick it up. So he'd like us to pick up this crystal from the mine chief and bring it here, is that correct? Precisely, what do you think? Is this something you think you can handle? Transport of a precious gem, huh? It'll be a nice change from fighting monsters. Should keep us on our toes, too. Alright, we'll do it. I appreciate your willingness to help. Please take this with you. If you show that to one of the workers, they should let you into the mine. Good luck. Oh, I can't break into his chest. Okay. Onwards! Nah, no worries. Shit, where did... it's retrieved from Malga Mines. Malga Mines north of Roland. Oopsie. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm a very small channel at this point, so I don't really get the chance to interact with people a whole ton while I'm streaming. So honestly, it's always a delight getting to see people come in and just be able to chat. Yeah, okay, so... over here. Yeah, I'm glad that I could be entertaining enough to make it an enjoyable experience.
Piece of cake.
Oh, okay, yeah, we did already get our level up. So next one will be at 490. Got quite a ways to go until the next level up, damn. Alright. You say you ever see any of the key anime like Clannad or Little Busters or Angel Beats?
Alright, we're good to go.
I've seen Clannad and Clannad After Story. Little Busters sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I'm just trying to remember which one that is. And yeah, Angel Beats I've also seen. Fantastic series. I've got one of the hottest takes on Clannad, which was I really like the original Clannad series. I'm not super huge on After Story though.
I'm sorry.
Well, time to spend another 20 on healing. I don't know, that is an odd take. I normally see Clannad get a 7 out of 10 and After Story 10 out of 10. I give it both a 10 out of 10. I really love Clannad, but After Story I feel like personally kind of took away what I was wanting to see out of it very quickly. I went into After Story basically wanting more this like wanting that cute after story. And so going into it and basically immediately having having that kind of stripped away, and for the series to try going into this much more like emotionally bitter direction, it was kind of just like, this isn't what I wanted, and it just felt like after a point it felt like it just kept trying to one-up itself in how cruel it could end up being towards that main guy, and that's really not what I was wanting. And then the ending just made me feel like my time was wasted. I don't like this. Ugh. I'm not gonna say what the ending was, but yeah, if you know, you know. I don't know, I feel like there's so many stories out there that do really like hard to watch storytelling in much more in just a much better way for me, in the sense that, like, I don't know, I had the cop-out ending at first, but I ended up liking it after playing the visual novel. Yeah, I'm anime only, in all honesty, so maybe if I ever play the visual novel, my opinion will change, but yeah. Oh shit. Alright.
Piece of cake.
That was mostly painless. Visual novel has it make more sense since each route takes place on a different timeline and Tomia collects orbs of light from each. It's much better explained and implemented there. Okay. Yeah, I probably should give the visual novel a shot at some point then. This is the entrance to the Amalgamine. If you're not here on business, then I'll have to ask you to leave. Believe it or not, we are here on business. Roland's mayor class has asked that we come here and pick up a certain Septium crystal. Stell shows landed the mayor's referral. Well, alright then. If you've got a referral from the mayor, then that's a different story. I don't mean to make your job any more difficult, but would you mind going inside and speaking with boss directly? I'm supposed to stand watch out here. Sure, that's fine, but why the boss? We're actually here to see the mine chief. That mine chief you're talking about is actually our boss, Mr. Gaton. He manages the mine and all of its workers. He's the kind of guy who enjoys discovering a septium lode more than eating 3 meals a day. You were wanting something a little lighter too. All my favorite stuff is crushingly depressing, and the characters have to earn their happiness. I mean, considering that for me, my biggest comfort series is Berserk. I definitely get that favorite stuff being crushingly depressing. Higurashi I haven't actually, watched, but, Steins Gate is super top tier, and so is Madoka. I'm fairly sure he's working down in the lower tunnels today. Thanks for the tip, we'll go see if we can locate him. Check it out, it's a minecart. Do you think it's powered by ornaments too? Looks that way to me. How about we get in and see where it takes us? Hell yeah! Great, adios. What are you kids doing down here? Are you friends with someone who works here in the mine? Not exactly. We've come to see the mine chief at the request of the mayor. Oh, so you're here about the crystal, are you? Well, if you're looking for the boss, you should be in the tunnels below. If you use the elevator at the end of the tracks on the opposite side of the mine, you can get down there. The end of the tracks on the opposite side of the mine. When you're riding in the minecart, you notice the place along the way where the track diverges, right? If you follow that other line, you'll reach the elevator. In order to get there, you'll have to go back where you came from, flip the lever, and activate the track switch. I like Higurashi more, but I think Steins Gate is the closest thing to objective perfection anime. It fires perfectly on all cylinders. God, Steins Gate is... It's kind of just a masterclass in every aspect. This is the elevator we're supposed to use to reach the lower tunnels, right? Why doesn't it work? Let me have a look. There's orbital energy running through it, but it appears to be mechanically locked. Maybe we should go back and ask that miner about it. Oh boy, padding. You want a controversial take? Sure. I gave my controversial take a little earlier. Let's hear it. What's that you say? The elevator wouldn't work? I hated Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Ooh, that is super controversial. I guess, struggled through like 30 episodes before dropping it. Damn. Yeah, okay. That is definitely an interesting tick. I see what the problem is. You need the key to activate it. Since you don't have one of your own, I'll help you out by lending you mine. Much appreciated. Once our business here is finished, we'll make sure to return it. Yeah, I think it's... I do think, Full Metal Alchemist suffers from having way too rushed of an opening for the sake of being able to call itself a complete series. Because they very clearly rushed through the opening portion of it under the assumption that everyone would have just watched the original series by that point, which elaborated on everything so much better. Estelle, try using that key we just borrowed. We should be able to get the elevator working this time. Looks like we can use the elevator now. How about we head down into the lower tunnels? You scared me there for a second. So you're looking for the mine chief, are you? I'm sure he's somewhere across the bridge. Ooh, place for resting. Oh man, I ate a ton of food, but now I'm hungry again. Maybe I ought to try sneaking off the town for lunch again. Looks like Trent was cutting work again. I can't believe he's still pulling the same stunts after that last earful he got from the boss. That pacing at the beginning is already super awkward, makes me question why he gets so many 10 out of 10s. And then after that, it felt like the characters were so much flatter than an FMA. And it felt more like a generic battle shonen. I legitimately question if I was watching the same series as everyone else. Yeah, the pacing at the beginning is pretty bad, I won't deny. And that definitely comes from the fact that Brotherhood released so soon after the original series, to the point where the studio clearly was just like, yeah, like, we don't really want to do any of that beginning stuff, but we kind of have to for the sake of saying that it's a complete series. Heaven and Earth, what are two kids like you doing down here in the mine? You're the mine chief, right? Boy, am I glad to see you. We've been searching all over this dank place for you. We're at the Bracer Guild, and we've come today on behalf of Mayor Klaus. I see. So you kids are bracers, are you? Quite a feat for being so young. It's not that big of a deal. By the way, you're supposed to have some sort of crystal for us, right? Alright, give me a second. Oh, and you mentioned Berserk. I tried really hard to get into it, but dropped it after like 100 chapters. It was too bleak even for me, and that's anything. Yeah, Berserk is easily like my favorite manga series of all time, and but like the issue with it is that I can never recommend it to anyone. It's such an iconic series for so many reasons, but it's a series that garners every content warning and is so brutal in every aspect. And it's really hard to get into. This little baby is something you don't see every day, which is why I've been keeping it as close to myself as possible. My chief pulls a large grain crystal from his breast pocket. Wow. I've never seen a crystal this big before. This is impressive. There seem to be lights swirling around inside too. It's one of several types of septium. Specifically, it's an Asmelis crystal, which is endowed with the power of wind. For a gem of this size, you're looking at a hefty price tag. I'm talking about a small fortune here. Huh, I read Euphoria though. What the hell does that say about me? Oh boy. Yeah, I was a real big asshole with that series. Cause somebody forced me to read it basically. And so I read it out loud to a group of people. Oh shit, you own a physical copy of it. That's kind of impressive in a way. Make absolutely sure that this gets the mayor. Roger that. It's so beautiful. Feels like I'm carrying a little fairy in my hand. This is super fun. Check this out, Joshua. That's nice and all, but how about you stop horsing around? If you drop it, we could be in some real trouble. Fine, you big killjoy. Well, I guess that's that. We'll get you out of your hair now, Mr. Gaton, but don't worry, we'll make sure this gets to the mayor. I'm counting on you, kids. Huh? What's the matter? That's odd. The airflow down here suddenly shifted. The airflow? This scent, it's... Whoa! Ah! Is it over? It's weird, because I rated it like a 7 out of 10, but it permanently lives in my head now. Is it over? Was that an earthquake just now? No, it seems that there's been a cave-in somewhere within the mine. I wonder if one of the miners hit a patch of loose ground. I'd better check on the extent of the damage. Look out, stop. What? Griffith did everything wrong. Oh shit, this boy's got a lot of defense. There's two types of people who answer that, Ome. Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, this is the one I was hitting earlier. Damn it, that one's still alive, huh? Alright, good. Miss. Let's just get that one down so I can start working on this one. Why are you coming back over here? So, since Mira has passed, has there been any news on if he had dropped in the end of the series or anything? There's been a lot of rumors that he had very well-kept notes on how he wanted the rest of the series to go, and had been training a couple of apprentices to to perfectly replicate his art style, but there hasn't been any concrete comments from what I've heard about whether or not the series will actually continue. Do you usually have problems with monsters like this? No, this is the first time we've ever had anything like this happen down here. Monsters have a predisposition which attracts them to the glow of Septium. We've had a lot of them wander into the mine in the past, but judging from the situation, it may be that the recent cave-in opened up a hole connected to a den of monsters. Did you say a den of monsters? It's not inconceivable. There's no time to be standing around thinking about it. I've got to get the other workers out of here. That's the case, then how about letting us help you out? You're kidding, right? Monster extermination is right up our alley, and besides, every minute counts. You're right, some extra help would be much appreciated. Basically a Wheel of Time situation then if that happened. That was the exact example that I was thinking of actually. I just wasn't sure if anyone else knew about that series. Um, so how many miners are we looking at in all? There should only be 4 others working here in the lower tunnels. Got it, now let's go find them. Sorry about all this. Alright, take these and use them if you need to. Yeah, Wheel of Time is my favorite book series ever. Dude, fair, it is so good. It's really a shame that it's not more popular, in all honesty. I have not read all of it yet, actually. I've been, I only recently, started reading through the series, actually, because I've got a really close friend who's grew up reading the series, and so she had me watch through the, Amazon Prime series with her. I was just like, wow, they changed so much, this is kinda ass. Let's read through the series, and so I've been reading through the series with her. I unfortunately got really busy with school stuff after finishing the Eye of the World, so I'm currently only on the Great Hunt, but I've been absolutely loving it. Yeah, I think like the thing that I am appreciating the most about the Wheel of Time books is for sure just the energy. You can very much tell that it started out as a D&D campaign because there's so much clear, genuine love for like all of the characters.
That's that then. Let's.
The characters only get more interesting as it goes along. Matt's my favorite from the main group. I was actually just about to ask your opinion on Matt, because so far he's been my favorite as well, but I've heard that a lot of people for some reason don't really care for him. I'm mostly just really upset as to how they changed Matt in the Amazon Prime series, because like he's such a fucking likable dude in the books, but in the Amazon Prime series, he's kind of unironically just the MCR guy. He only gets better and better as the series goes on. Dude, I'm so excited. I've heard that from what I've been told, oh, Adios, who art in heaven, extend to us thy saving hand. Hey, idiot, if you got time to pray to the goddess, then how about helping me take care of these creatures? From what I've heard, he's basically the one character in the series that would make the exact decision I would of just be a professional gambler because luck is constantly on your side. Nynaeve is a tsundere, change my mind. Why would I change your mind? You're right. Pummel. The light novel was 5 times the length of the Bible. There's parts of the series that feel legitimately so anime that it could be a light novel. If the light novel is 5 times the length of it. Yeah, honestly, like because I've noticed that even within the Eye of the World, it's pretty incredible. Did you ever see that pilot for like the FX Wheel of Time series? It was so bad. It was just the trash the company churned out to keep the license. Yep, that's exactly what it was. It's like comically awful though. I didn't watch the Amazon series either. Yeah, the Amazon series isn't great in all honesty. I think that it's really only good if you haven't read the books. That's basically how I'd say it. Because, like, I really enjoyed it as I was going through it at first. But now that I've been reading through the series, more and more of the decisions just baffle me and really annoy me. Is everyone alright? We are now, thanks to you kids. This also must be the divine work of ADS. We're a religious nut. If this was really the work of the goddess, then she wouldn't have allowed us to get into this mess in the first place. Because of unbelievers like you that unfortunate accidents like this happen. How about you try and say that again, buddy? Is this really a time or place for that kind of nonsense? Now get out of here. But right away, boss. You be careful too, boss. Sounds like when my brother was obsessed with the Harry Potter movies, then went and read the books. He had a lot more complaints about the movies after that, though. Yep. Yeah. Pretty much that. I don't know. I'm also, like, someone who's got one of the hotter takes on Harry Potter, I guess, in that the books kind of got pretty mid pretty quick. I don't think the series is bad by any means. I just think that the whole series is kind of overhyped. I would personally disagree. I don't think they made wrong. I mean, I don't think they particularly made Ron a bumbling dumbass or Hermione a perfect goddess. I think, but I will say I think the movies did the best that they could under their situation, but overall, I think that the biggest thing that hurt the movies, in all honesty, was mostly the series, like the books themselves trying to become darker, cause
We're good to go.
the series, I don't know, the movies didn't. The movies were just genuinely... I think the movies and the books were way better when they weren't taking themselves, like, as insanely seriously as they began to later on. The movies were giving Hermione a lot of stuff Ron did in the books, like handling the Devil's Snare in movie 1. Yeah, they did do that, didn't they? Ah, things weren't supposed to go like this. I don't want to die. I haven't even had a girlfriend yet. Help! Oh no, I think the issue is, with stuff like that, it kind of makes more sense for a character like Hermione, who's more notable for having book smarts, do stuff that's directly related to book smarts. Yeah, I'll go after this one. Hermione froze open the book. She knew about the fire thing, but panicked. Ron was aware enough to snap her out of it and remind her that she could use magic. Oh, really? He's got exactly 1 HP left? Bullshit. Yeah.
That's that. Let's move out.
I don't know, I feel, I don't know. I feel like... I feel like for a character like Hermione, where I'm amazed I actually remember that about that movie. I just remember my brother complaining about that part. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird because I feel like it's like, I don't think it necessarily like makes her this perfect goddess, but I can see how people might not like that characterization. Oh man, you can save my skin. Don't worry, you're safe now. A handful of monsters are no match for the likes of a bracer. Did you say bracers? What are you doing in a place like this? By the soot on my boots, you're the new recruit from yesterday. Why on earth are you digging down here in the lower tunnels? I was hoping to get a glimpse of how all you veteran miners work down here. Yeah, that's it. And suddenly the wall collapsed and a flood of monsters came in from the other side. So we've got ourselves a veritable nest of monsters now, huh? It looks like you guessed right, kid. So it seems. The area up ahead is dangerous, swarming with monsters. Anyway, I'm out of here. Well, you look at him run, he must have been really scared. I bet. Hey, where are you going? That way leads to the monster den. Bedrock is also still unstable, so how about we do ourselves a favor and keep away from there? Certainly doesn't look that safe either. Alright, let's turn back. How do you like the channeling system in Wheel of Time? I'm sorry, but there are still others who need rescuing. Can I get you? Didn't we already go through, like, all the main areas here? Oh, okay. I'm trying to brag, but I'm all muscle, so I would make a tasty meal. Me too, I'm not delicious either. Well, swab would be terrible for monsters' health. Let me actually rest. I appreciate that the channeling system just, generally feels like how wizards in like how wizards or sorcerers are handled in D&D. It's a lot of fun. I think like that's kind of the thing about Wheel of Time in general that I just like the most. Is every time, like everything about it just reminds me of D&D, and I really like D&D. God damn it. I've never played D&D, but I love hearing stories about it. Yeah, I've got my weekly group that I... Ooh, okay, dealing a lot more damage now with that. I've got my weekly group that I spend quite a bit of time with. It's... D&D is a lot of fun if you can find a group that you get along with in general. Got any ridiculous stories from it? Quite a few over the years. I think the one that everyone seems to really like hearing the most is that, is the one instance where my character, who was a Dragonborn sorcerer, he was on his way, he was basically chasing after, he was effectively chasing after a person that he recognized, and while he was following her, ended up needing to run through this alleyway, and while running through this alleyway, ended up basically having this guy, I kind of get into mugging position basically.
Let's move out.
And so naturally, my character was just like, I don't have time for this, and went all murder hobo on this dude's ass. Just to kind of get him out of the way. I wasn't really attempting to try to kill him, but after I was smacked him out of the way, dude suddenly turned into a fucking rat, and immediately started getting on me much harder. So, murdered him in a murdery hobo fashion in this alleyway. And then that night, that character ended up getting kidnapped by some were-rat ninjas on behalf of the were-rat mafia. And that is how I lost that character. Because then that character ended up, basically... as revenge for... This character ended up having a lot of mishaps with rare rats. There was one instance where this Dragonborn sorcerer, his name was Grimlock, by the way. This were-rat necromancer ended up doing all this stuff. We defeat his uber powerful minion, and this dude starts hauling ass out of there. So naturally, Grimlock starts hauling ass after him. We end up in the woods together, and this dude turns into Small Rat. So I'm hauling ass, just running after this normal-sized rat, following him through a forest, and then murdering said rat. And that was the first instance I had, which then leads to me being which then led to when I was in the alleyway, having this dude get all rat looking on me, suddenly trauma, and it was just alright, you need to die as well. And then turns out that they were important people in the rat mafia, in the were-rat mafia. And so so they sent out so they sent out the professionals, if you would, to go deal with Grimlock. And that resulted in this kidnapping from the inn, where then Grimlock ended up getting taken to the leader of the Rat Mafia, who's then just like, alright, why did you do all this murder hoboing, you know? And I'm just out here like, and I'll do it again! And so, through pure silver tonguery, I ended up working that character basically into a leadership position in the Rat Mafia. And it was pretty swell. Unfortunately, just because of, how that is, though, because of that character being so split up from the rest of the party now and doing kind of his own thing, I couldn't continue to play really as him for a long stretch of time, but it was great. You're safe now, guys. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh man, for a minute there, I thought I'd never be able to sit down for another meal again. There's no time to... How does it keep coming back to the Rat? I don't know how it kept coming back to the Rat Mafia, but everything just... Every time Grimlock dealt with something, every time, it just came right back to the Rat Mafia. There's no time to feel... Sounds like it could be the storyline for the Rat Movie 3. There's no time to feel relieved. We need to evacuate this place. Any more lollygagging and you're going to be sitting in the belly of one of these monsters. Yes, boss. Well, wait for me. Ooh, okay, time to get out of here. Actually, I should probably rest first. You ever seen the Rat Movie? I thought you were just making a joke, honestly, when you said that at first. I didn't realize that there was actually a Rat Movie. Then let's get out of here. Oh, this is... Alright, I'm gonna have to watch that right after this. That sounds too amazing. Are you alright, boss? I'm sure glad you're safe. It's 5 minutes long and it's an amazing shitpost. You can thank these kids for that. And by the way, is everyone accounted for? Yep, everyone's here. Well, except for the new guy who took off like a bat out of hell. The poor guy must have let himself scared. See, well, I hope he doesn't give up on being a miner after this. Anyway, there's a high possibility that there are monsters still in the lower tunnels. Until we can confirm that it's safe, I don't want anyone using the elevator, you hear me? That was a huge miscalculation on my part. I never expected monsters to surface or bracers to show up. I guess I just have to report the truth about everything that happened. I still have the Amazon tab open, and Xenoblade 1 is actually on sale. Oh, damn, nice. Apologize for getting you involved in more than your fair share of work today, and I'll get in touch with the guild a little later on and make sure you two are compensated fairly. Don't sweat it, we just did what anyone would have done in our position. And besides, it's all part of our training to become full-fledged bracers. By the way, what do you intend to do about the lower tunnels? I don't know, but we'll figure out some way to deal with it. There's always the option of sealing off the monster den with some explosives. As a heads up, I may ask the guild for help if we run into any other serious trouble. Sure, you can count on us. Does it have a Japanese voice track? I believe the Switch version does. Gosh, Xenoblade Definitive Edition, Japanese audio. Yep, okay, the Definitive Edition on Switch has Japanese audio. Personally, I kind of actually prefer the English dubbing for the game, weirdly enough. I think the posh accents just do a really good job for characterization. Especially since it's very easy to distinguish the different accents with different regions in the game. Sure, you can count on us, and we'll make sure this crystal gets to the mayor as intended. You did make sure that you didn't drop it, right, Estelle? How rude, I'm not that careless. Look, it's right... You didn't... You lost it? Psych, I've got it right here. I'm just complete weeb trash, so I always play with Japanese voices. That is totally fair. Sub over dub, after all. Let's go make that delivery, shall we? You are unbelievable. Young ladies are the kind of words that'll give an old man like me a heart attack. Also, it's good practice since I actually am learning Japanese. Yeah, I've been like on and off trying to learn Japanese. I'm like trying to see if I can find some actual classes at some point, cause to be fair, there's some good dubs like Steins Gate or Trails of Colts too. I've been trying to find some actual classes because I'm just kind of hitting this wall of self-teaching is only getting me so far when it comes to kanji. I've got hiragana and katakana down, but like when it comes to vocabulary and remembering like the remembering which pronunciation of kanji to use in different situations, that's kind of where I'm at a loss a lot of the times at this point. You ever heard of remembering the kanji by Hasug? Is that like the like remembering kanji by like the components the kanji is made up of? Ah shit. Yep, and as you make up stories about them, it makes them way easier to remember and add to readings later. Yeah, I've heard about that. I think the one issue that I've seen with a number of them though is a lot of the times the components that actually make up a kanji can end up being like really roundabout and situational, but for like if it's actually totally makes sense for like a regular person. Like I know, for example, one of the big examples is the kanji for happiness is made up of like it includes the kanji for yen, which that one is, if that one's entirely like dependent on your own philosophy if you would grasp that one. I'd have you make up a super stupid story to make it stick better. Yeah, I mean, I think like the issue that I also was having was I was having I was overworking myself a lot as like this last semester was taking like full-time classes while also taking full-time classes while also working 2 jobs, and I end up not having the time to practice Japanese as much as I would have liked. But now that I'm on summer break, I'll probably get back into it more. I think, I swear, if that... Okay, good, didn't register as a surprise attack. Took 6 semesters of Japanese in uni, but they kind of blew at getting me properly set up for it. Yeah, That sounds, unfortunately, about right. I don't know, I always hear very mixed things about how different unis teach different languages. For the most part, usually not great things. Besides, like, maybe Spanish, depending on where you're at. But I don't know, I've heard a couple of horror stories about people who were, like, you know, who grew up, like, in, yeah, you need a good instructor for it that won't just teach the Genki textbook. Yeah. I've heard, yeah, like, I've heard some stories, like, horror stories about people who are, like, fluent in Spanish because they were born and raised, like, in Mexico or something like that, and then could barely pass, most of their Spanish classes in uni because the professor was just like, no, this isn't how this works, and it's like, okay, but I know the language better than you do. Not talking from personal experience, by the way. Oh, right, I need to actually give the mayor his thing. Sounds like some Peggy Hill shit. Yeah, you're not wrong. Difficulty medium, difficulty high, ooh. Frontier Bridge, contact Chief Warren on the Verte checkpoint on the west end of the main, alright. Might as well do some of the side quests. But yeah, Japanese classes in uni, teach way too much about the school setting and not enough real-life usefulness. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the unfortunate thing about a lot of language classes in school, though, is they really only teach like this formal, they only teach the formal uses for it, and instead of like any real world applications. Been a while since we last met. Yes, it has. I've heard my boy Luke caused you a lot of trouble, did we? I'm absolutely ashamed of his father. I'm sure it's perfectly normal for boys to be naughty like that. I mean, even I ran around outside of town when I was young. Yeah, and you're supposed to be a girl. You're certainly full of energy as usual. I'd love to get you share some of that vigor with my new recruits. I've been thinking recently about doing simulated battle to whip my men into shape. If I put in a request at the guild for a few good men or women to play the part of enemy soldiers, I think the pair of you would be the perfect fit for the job, so how about it? Can you do this for me? Sure, we'll do it. We'll gladly accept. Thanks, I really appreciate this. Go ahead and take a break until the preparations are ready. If I don't have you in tip-top condition, then there's no point in doing the training. Then I'm ready for an afternoon nap. Alright then, we'll get ourselves ready. Sure, please do what you need to. Alright. You soldiers ready to get your asses handed to you? Alright, training begins now. Everyone advance 5 steps forward. One minor complaint I have is classes shouldn't teach pronouns early, since right after that you have to learn to not use them in most situations. Yeah! Ready yourselves. I know I was bored before, but I know this is training and all, but it still scares the living daylights out of me. This is a training exercise, so please refrain from speaking. You all need to take this seriously as if there were a real battle. Stella and Joshua, you don't need to hold back on my men. That was my intention from the beginning. We'll do as you request. Yikes. Forward. I'ma just pummel this dude.
Here I come.
Ooh, damn. Ooh, can't even get a hit. Ooh. Also, Ramaji shouldn't be taught at all. You should go right into Hiragana because it's too easy to use Ramaji as a crush later. True. Especially since Hiragana and Katakana are really easy to learn in all honesty. It's just memorization. Just like any other alphabet.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Cease fighting, this training is over. Oh my goodness, it's finally over. Good job, everyone. Can I say pathetic? You guys really supposed to be soldiers? Hey, you be quiet. We're not all feral kids like you. How about you try and say that one more time? Knock it off, Scott. Training is over. You seriously need to cool down too, Estelle. I hate soy losers. Private Scott, Private Harold. I think what Estelle said just a moment ago is how the citizens of this region really feel. Do you really have what it takes to protect them? It seems as though the both of you need to take another look in the mirror. Yes, sir. Very good. Do not forget what you learned today and strive to fulfill your duties. Estelle and Joshua, thanks for your hard work today. Thanks to you, I think my soldiers have gotten the wake-up call they needed. There's no need to thank us. It's us who should be thanking you. This was excellent training. I agree. This was a good learning experience. If you think so, then you're set for life as bracers. Though our positions may be different, we are both here to serve the public. Although I can't do much else, I'll pray for your success for the both of you. Sure, and thanks again. Take care of yourself. I will, and I hope to be seeing you again sometime. Kana could probably be taught in a week or two at the most, and that's just counting in class time and homework with no self-study. Yeah, I think that for me, I remember feeling pretty comfortable, with both Kana, like, after, like, 4 or 5 days of self-study. You just get some flashcards, and you just, like, do those a couple times, and you're pretty set. Actually, no wait. Yeah, we're gonna have to report this anyways soon. No, which one? This was a study. I see, I would never have imagined that the clock tower had such an anecdote to go with it. I'm totally blown away after hearing that. With war, it's easy to speak of tragedy, but I think what's important is the strength to overcome the pain and establish peace. Well, who do we have here? I've come to deliver the object you requested. Did we catch you in the middle of something? Dude, in my class evaluation for, JP 301, I fucking ripped my teacher for how bad she was. The class was so stressful and ineptly run that one girl went out to her car to cry after a quiz. Damn, that's the kind of shit you hear out of, like, Calc 2 or something. Not a language class. Did we catch you in the middle of something? Oh, Estelle and Joshua, you're no trouble at all. In fact, you're coming at a good time. Let me introduce you to my guest. This is Gisette. She's a student at the Genis Royal Academy. The Genis Royal Academy. I've heard of it before. It's a boarding school for higher education in the Rouen region, right? Yes, that's right. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Gisette Har. I'm Estelle. It's nice to meet you, Gisette. You can call me Joshua. The two of them are actually bracers. I'd asked them to do a personal job for me. Bracers? You mean the proud knights of freedom who love peace above all else and do not succumb to any power? This is such an inspiring moment. I never thought I'd run into any real bracers. The inspiring part sounds a little much. By the way, is it alright if I just call you Gisette? I was in 3 500 level classes that semester, and JP 301 was more stressful and had more work than all 3 combined. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Gisette's definitely key. I mean, doesn't have twin tails, unfortunately, but I can always appreciate girls with blue hair. Yes, please do. So, why did you come to Roland? Are you a friend of the mayor's? No, today is actually the first time we've ever met. I'm researching the important cultural assets of each region as a part of my independent studies. And although I thought he might be busy, I've been lucky enough to get an audience with the mayor. You're really serious about your studies, aren't you? Hey, we're intruding a bit, huh? No, I've already asked the mayor enough questions. Instead, maybe it is I who am in the way. Don't be silly, it's not like that at all. Still, this is a great opportunity, so how about showing her what you brought with you? Sure, hold on a second. Oh my word, that's Septium, right? What a wonderful glow it gives off. Yes, and its size is impressive too. This is indeed a gift worthy of expressing the appreciation of all of Roland's citizens. A gift? Worthy of expressing our appreciation. I see, so this is a gift for the Queen's anniversary. You're sharp, Joshua. Graduated 3 weeks ago, so luckily no more of that shit. Hey, congratulations, man. I am unfortunately only going into my 3rd year right now. So I've still got a couple years to go. Because I'm also a fool who is taking on much more than really needs to be done. I intend to send an engraved ornament using this to the Queen. As a token of Roland's citizens' appreciation to Her Majesty, who will be turning 60 years old. I lucked out and didn't have to take JP 302 since AST 495 was during the same time, so I've done a Japanese reading class instead. What major you do? I'm currently majoring in mechanical engineering and minoring in electrical engineering, but because of how things are going, it's very possible I'm just going to tack on an extra year to get the double major. So it's a present for the Queen. How delightful. We as citizens of Liberola owe Her Majesty a great debt for all she has done for us. In fact, the reason we can use an airliner with such ease is because of the support of the royal family. Oh lord, you're doing serious shit. Yeah, dude, cause yeah, I'm taking the oh so fun STEM courses while working 2 jobs, which, yeah, overworking myself. That's the name of the game. So I think you can understand why all my shit kind of got pushed off to the side when the semester started up. I took dual major history and Asian studies. Gonna frame my diploma over the toilet. Hell yeah, dude. Every time you have a guest over taking a shit, you can just be like, yep, that's my bragging. In fact, the reason why we can use an airliner with such ease is because of the support of the royal family. I've even heard that the Bracer Guild in Liberola has received support from the royal family. We do owe her a great debt of gratitude. Wow, that's pretty amazing. Can you believe it, Joshua? We carried a present for the Queen with these very hands. And what's more, you ran around with it in those hands like a wild maniac. You weren't supposed to tell anyone. Haha. I'll be right under old Bold and Brash. Haha, I wouldn't have imagined anything less from you, Estelle. You guys. Here you go, Mayor Klaus. It has been faithfully delivered. Thank you very much, and as a matter of precaution... Okay, it'll be safe in there. All that's left is to have Melder's Orbital Factory finish up the engraving on its ornament. Can't wait to see what it'll look like when it's done. Don't hog it all to yourself when you do. Let me see it too when it's finished, okay? It's too bad I won't be here to see it for myself, but today I was lucky enough to speak with the mayor and see something as beautiful as that. How shall I ever thank you? Don't mention it. It's all part of my job as a mayor. Thank you for everything, but I think it's time for me to say goodbye. I think we should be going ourselves. Agreed. Have a nice day, Mayor Klaus. Yourselves as well. So, you're heading home tomorrow on the airliner, are you? Yes, that's right. School's about to begin. I see, so you used your school vacation time to come here. That's too bad. We could have made great friends. I hope we can meet again sometime. There's nothing I would like more. Well, because you have a portrait, I have to assume that we will be meeting again soon. Please have a wonderful day, Estelle, Joshua. What a nice girl. But looking like someone from a rich family, she wasn't snooty at all. Yeah. Joshua, oh, could I be correct in assuming that she's your type? What? What are you talking about? You're blushing. I'm really surprised. I had no idea that you were into the rich girl type. We'll have to get some pickup lines ready for the next time you meet. We're getting all excited about nothing. Especially when you have no idea what others are thinking. Huh? Just, never mind. Anyway, let's report to the guild. The next job we're doing for Dad will be the last one. Oh, right. Alright, let's get pumped and knock this last one out. Um, I think on that note, though, actually, this feels like a good time for me to save and call it for here. My friend ended up doing some sort of automation engineering or something in uni, and he works in the petroleum industry in Houston now. Oh, damn. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. Watch the right movie before you go. I mean, if he, uh, rat movie, Mystery of the Mayan Treasure. Let me mute my desktop audio so that way, I'm not held under. Wait. Oh my god, wait. This. th- Oh my god. This is where the We Are the Rats thing came from. Oh my god. I've heard. Oh, I've got so many friends that that like that quote that rats rats we are the rats thing. And I've never realized that this is where it's from. God, Germa, you what an icon. I'm genuinely surprised with how much of Germa's stuff that I haven't seen this before. Running over a guy right now. Oh, whoa. A whole $10 to dance in this building. Oh, God. Dick Dastardly. You'll get ideas for your next D&D session. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is exactly the heist that would be under under a new D&D for a D&D session. Now that's what I like to hear. And now we are invincible. We summoned those Dragon Balls and gained immortality. We're the rats. We pray at night and we stalk at night. Whoa, the movie. Ah, my favorite movie's Frozen. Now I get to be the giant rat. God, this is. Oh my god, how have I never seen. Yeah, I see Rat Movie 2, the movie, like right in suggested. I'll probably watch that, like right after, like once I've kind of more formally wrapped up, because I imagine this is really awkward just listening to my reactions on this and not even hearing the audio of this. You know, for the sake of potential copyright, because I don't feel like fucking around with that. He's clean. Hey, don't worry, police officer man. I don't know how to draw either. I have it going in another tab. You know, I just realized I have my playback speed probably set way higher than you do because that's how I typically watch a lot of YouTube videos. You saved the world. I usually keep mine at either 1.5 or 1.75. The aliens. Yeah. Oh god, that was beautiful. That was gorgeous. Anyways though. Now that that's done. What a masterpiece indeed. Yeah, yeah, I think with that though, that's where I'm going to call this for now. For the sake of getting the A, I'm glad I could share this phenomenon with you. It was beautiful, man. I loved it. Yeah, I think for the sake of this, I shall call things for now. If you want to join me on Discord, I've got the link to my server down in the description if you want to kind of just chill and hang out kind of afterwards. But yeah, for now this is where I shall call it. Thank you so much for joining, and yeah, until next time, laters.